Hello, greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mansillon. I thought I'd come back and to speak about this ascension. For ascension is a word that most people have never heard of. They've never even conceived the idea of the possibility that they are prisoners within this matrix, and they need to. For the movie Matrix was already showing that the cavern of Plato, and. But the Buddha or the Christ already escaped that prison. The Buddha showed how to access the nirvana through the Buddhist practice, or the Christ was showed that he brought salvation into the world through is a bridge towards the divine. For religion, the religion have been entrapping men as well. I'm respecting all the religion and all the religious followers and believers, and I respect all the great beings that have inspired those religion, and I work with them, I coordinate them. Yet it is the only religion that is truly necessary is love. The only political party that is truly necessary is freedom, and the only race that we should recognize is the human race. So we have to organize this prison break. It's like a massive prison break from out of the prison. Yet the freedom has always been given through the access of the vertical process, the vertical access. We need to ask for this pillar of light to come down and encapsulate us and allow the violet flame to burn all the negativity within our heart, and to imagine this bright sun from within our heart to illuminate all of the energy centers and the physical organs and all the cells within our physical body, our energy field, and then radiate it into the world. We want to repeat we want to be sure that we are the light of the heart. There is this great inner sun that can bring light into our physical body. To know I am love, and peace. I am love and peace, and I am the violet fire. So we have to allow this violet fire to transmute all that needs to be transmuted, to move into the presence of God. For if we haven't discovered the presence of God, we will. For if we made the choice of ascension, we will. It is a matter of choice, and a lot of people will not choose to address this inner self and to connect to that their higher self. But if we made the choice, it is as if it is done from a parallel standpoint. From the intention, the cause and the effect are one. So it is just a matter of time to fulfilling whatever's needed to find that point of freedom. And so we want to be encapsulated within this pillar of light, of white light, and allow the violet fire to consume all that is negative and dark within ourselves, so we can restore that peace. For we were created in the state of peace, the peace of the heart, and there is this great deal of happiness and joy that is coming because we're going to be able to find ourselves, to find our true self, and this is going to be a magical moment. It is not the completion of the ascension, but it's very near. It is this rejoicing about this coming together. For we have to become master of ourselves, sovereign self. We cannot let anybody take away our freedom. For this is not to allow anything from the outside world to focalize on this inner self, this inner freedom. For emotions are very important. Emotions, for it's like we can imagine that positive emotions are generated by positive thoughts. Emotions and thoughts are to come together. As human beings, we have an emotional body, and we want to align with our. So this emotional body, it's like we have an emotional account up there. Some spirit was talking about that, and so. So I talk about this, so to anchor the energy, is that we have this emotional account up there, and every time we have positive emotions, it's like we're making a deposit into this account that's growing and growing and growing. But whenever we have negative emotion, it's like we're making withdrawal, and it's like the account is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. So we want to have a field positive emotion, a field account of positive energy. So we want to focus on positive thought as much as we can. So it creates an emotional cushion, so we can sit on that positive energy. There's going to be also a lot of psychic activity, a lot of psychic gift and talents and ability that are going to be returning to us. Some of them may feel a little bit far off. When Spirit revealed to me some powers that are coming to me that I feel is like, I'm not mastered of that yet. But you don't want to be discouraged when you're practicing your gift. Practice makes perfect. You want to continue to believe and to practice. empathy and telepathy, maybe the first one that come, clairvoyance, clairaudience, to be able to hear, to see beyond the physical realm. But telepathy is like the sending thoughts to other people and receiving their thoughts, to communicate, to receive telepathic thoughts from your higher self. And empathy is like feeling the emotions of others, but it's a double-edged sword. We do not want to participate in the drama of others. We want to be, but yet to be sensitive enough to feel, to feel sometimes their pain in order to assist in their healing, to give them the keys to their own healing. We have to move into action, but the action that is needed right now is to do this self-healing, to clear up all kinds of to clear up those things. It's a very slow process, a gradual process, yet we want to focus on our emotional well-being. It is essential. It is not about solving all the mental problem. It's finding this emotional wellness and to let go of guilt, of anger, of frustration, of impatience, all those things that are parasite into our settled bodies. And so it is not to be discouraged if you do not find all the results you seek with telekinesis, for instance, to become one with something. First we want something light before we start to move mountains, but this power of becoming one with the energy, with the energy frequency of any object, will allow us to control the electron mass of that object and move it in the air. And those things will come into a lot of people will begin to sense this possibility. For there is an energy shift before there is a physical shift. So when you feel it inside, know that it's going to manifest. It's a fourth dimension that will eventually crystallize down into the... So it is important to be very discerning and to unify, not to let... and also to let go and avoid any negative conversation about the dramas that are going on. Because if there is dramas going on within the mind and energy of people that you encounter, it is better to be assisting silently than to participate, to try. You can say a few things to try to stabilize them, to bring them back into the light, but you do not want to do that too much, because it lowers our frequency so much when to participate in this negative drama, this negative conversation. For there is the US election that is going to be coming. I'm going to watch that. I've always loved to watch American politics. Yet, no matter what the result will be, it's going to create a fracture within the American society and in the world. So we want to do whatever we can to unify the process. For everyone, seek peace and well-being and abundance and creativity and joy. Everybody is just people have different perception on how they're going to get it, and they believe that some leaders will actually bring that to them when actually it is an illusion. It is not a world. It's not the political outcome, but yet there is some wiser choices in terms of politics, and so politics has been created to divide people when we want is to unify. Every understanding that those are superficial beliefs, but there is a deep. The needs that are similar to all beings are deep within. The divisions are superficial. The unity is a deep, something that connects us deep inside. And so it's far more interesting to go within deep. For in essence, I do feel that those who are more into surface materialistic beings will vote on one side, and then those who are more deep inside and see the inner dynamism of what's going on in America will vote for the other side. For personally, I would prefer to see what the deeper process to pass, because without having to take sides, but we'll see. I do believe that what needs to be done will be done, and the result will be fair. It won't be trunked or anything. So I just wanted to come and say hello, to share those thoughts, and it is important to organize that prison break. It's like we're prisoners of this matrix. We want to be free, and so. Also, was shown last night. There was a very a grand meeting from all the elementals. I don't know if it was locally or planetary, but I don't think it was planetary. But it was huge. It was like usually the elementals, the little people and the nature spirits and all those beings they're doing their work, and they're in their communities, and they communicate whenever they need to. But here there was this grand reunion. So we have to be ready for nature to. To step up the process, it's very important to be ready. Also, an idea that I wanted to discuss that was brought about by the angels on a message is that there is two perspectives that we can envision, is the understanding of this minuscule part that we are in terms of individual, and the immensity of life. For the immensity of life is an intelligence, a consciousness that we call life, God, whatever you want to call it. And it is a constant. It is always there, everywhere. There's no place where we can go where the immensity of life is not present. Yet when we focalize on the minuscule, then the immensity takes it's stepping out to let the minuscule become whatever it wants to become. So it's about letting go sometimes of the minuscule aspect of our limited life in order to allow this communication with the immensity of life, which is the truth of God. And to know that it is everywhere, it is in all beings and all things. Once we let go of the limited perspective, we are able to create a conversation, a communication with the eternal immense life that is sponsoring this whole process of universal manifestation and reality. And so that's what I came about to share today, to discuss those ideas. So we wanna be ready for even if there is negative thoughts. Like last night, I was bombarded with very troubling dreams, like dreams that are very negative. But I know where they come from. They're not natural dreams. There are some negative extraterrestrials that are pushing negative thoughts, negative dreams. So if you have those negative dreams, those nightmares, or negative thoughts that are very dark that come into your mind, know that it's not about you. It is something that's artificially been pushed into your mind to confuse you. So do not let that, this is nothing, it is just brush it off. And do not give it any power. All the karma has been forgiven, and there is no more need to give any power or energy to karma. Everybody will have to face the cause and the effect. We live in a cause and effect, but so be wise in your choices. And the choice, if you choose the ascension, you choose love, then your ascension is guaranteed. So I do hope I do feel this grand opening before me. I see that my freedom is near. And in the meantime, I thank you very much for your kind invitations, donations, messages, prayer, all that. We are really getting ready to move on to something that is far greater. We wanna clean up a little bit, broom before within our house to make to clean up the space, to make some space for the new energies that will be coming. The highest wisdom for us today is the observer. It's about being able to have a neutral perspective on things, to be neutral as much as possible, so that we can stand in between the good and the bad, the dark and the light in this river. There is a central river. What we need to understand is a faithful heart. We want to be true to ourselves. If you're true to yourself, as Hamlet used to say, you cannot be untrue to anybody else. You want to be faithful. You want to be, and hopefully that it will be reciprocate this. When you feel a deep love, you want to know that. To be true to that, because that's when something is very deep, it has a lot more meaning than something that is superficial. So it's about it's about those two owls. That the owls are they're very faithful to each other. And when you hear the owls, is the symbol of wisdom. It's the bird that Athena carries with her. There is a roo and then roo. It is not an owl that says roo roo. It's the male that does that and the female that responds. I had some in my garden when I never saw them, but I heard them once in a while. So it's about understanding the principle, to be faithful, to be truthful, to be loyal. It is important. What we need to do is into the sea. It's about plunging, going to the source, going into that river, to jump into the water, to be. To go for it, whatever it is, to not allow anything to distract us from finding this great river and flowing within it. And the outcome will be the time of a nap. It's about resting, allowing you to do your meditation, to sleep. When you're in the paradoxal sleep, between the sleep and between the time when you sleep and you awaken, there is all this amazing connection that is because you're in total state of receptivity and relaxation. So it's about taking the time right now, because there's a lot of confinement. So we have a lot of time on our hands, and so it's about allowing the dreams to crystallize, the thoughts to clarify, to receive your guidance and connection. So this is the guidance for today. I hope this message was interesting for you. I thank you for commenting also, if you wish. I always appreciate your comments. And I'm going to sing a song. I had a song that I wanted to sing. It skipped my mind. I don't even know what was the song that was inspired by Spirit today. So I'll sing this other song. It's about somebody who's in the depths of winter and dreams about the California sun. I'm really looking forward. I'm eager to return to California. I lived 8 years in Los Angeles. I had a really good time there, and I have some really meaningful things to do there. So I'm looking forward to go back to California. It was like this. All the leaves are brown, the leaves are brown, and the sky is gray, and the sky is gray. I've been for a walk, been for a walk, on a winter's day, on a winter's day. I'll be safe and warm, be safe and warm, if I was in LA, if I was in LA. California dreams, California dream. On such a winter's day, I stepped into a church. I passed along the way. Oh, I got down on my knees, got down on my knees, and I pretend to pray, I pretend to pray. You know the preacher likes the cold, preacher likes the cold. He knows I'm gonna stay, knows I'm gonna stay. California dreams, California dreams, on such a winter's day. Yeah. Send my love and blessing to everybody in California, everybody in America, everybody throughout the world, for we're creating this world community very soon. But America is really at the center of attention right now because of the election, and so we'll be following that. For as soon as America becomes free, the world will follow. It is very essential. It is and I always love my life in America. I lived there 20 years. I have many friends and family there, and so I'm really eager to be able to return there. I have many paintings also that I need to. First, I want to retrieve my paintings here. It's more urgent even, but very soon. And the outcome of the card of the day is love life, romantic life, for love life. Yeah, it's about cultivating that connection to love. It will manifest. The social opportunities will return. We're gonna let go. There's gonna be something that nature's gonna bring about, all kinds of storm we can't really know or even talk about, but that will wash away all this illusionary masquerade, and so we're going to be able to return to a normal social life. But there is this love life is something very deep. It is a soul plan. When we came here, we created, before we even came into this incarnation, we made a design of our life. We designed exactly what our life was why we came here into this reality, and we have those karmic relations. We're here to balance each other, to support each other, to fulfill certain co-creative process together. And now we were like tracing over the pencil with a pen as we live and experience our life. Yet my spirit guides, my master guide told me long ago that I will fulfill far more in this lifetime than I ever dreamed possible before to come into this incarnation. So I am ready to step into my creator shoes very soon, and so all of it will unfold. So I hope you're having a good day. I just wanted to keep you cheered up during those difficult periods, not to allow the temporary distraction for all the negative nightmare and darkness that has been severed over the past 12,000 years. Now it's at its apex, but it's like a duck without a head. It will continue to manifest its darkness for a little while longer, but it doesn't have a head. It's completely cut off from any sort of this reality of darkness. It's no longer supported by the universe. So the light has won, and soon the light will begin into the next year. The plans, or even before the end of the year, there may be some signs of the plans of the light that will progressively become more manifest into the collective consciousness. I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.